Hey everybody, this is Micah McLaughlin at the Vitalist Institute, and today I'm going to be leading you through the practice, the bioenergetic practice for the merging pattern. So if you're unfamiliar with what I mean when I say the merging pattern, what I'm talking about is Reichian character structure. Or there's a book out called The Five Personality Patterns. Stephen Kessler is the author, and it's just a really brilliant book that goes through some of these safety strategies, these strategies that we use when we are younger and we are overwhelmed by physical sensation or emotion, and we have to cope with that. We have to divert our attention and our energy elsewhere in order to not be overwhelmed. And so what happens is that we actually start to hold repressed feelings and charge in our body, and that shows up as chronic tension in our physical body. But it also affects us psychologically in the way that we repeat these younger childhood patterns. Instead of being in the present moment, dealing with the here and now, we actually repeat these cycles of shifting our attention, moving it away from the distressing emotion, physical sensation in our body. And so this doesn't allow us to live a free and fluid lifestyle where we're responding to what's really happening. We start to bring our past in through our physical body and through these past traumas and the conditioning we've gone through. So this particular practice works with the merging pattern, which is formed during the oral stage of development. And in this stage of development, we should have gotten all of our needs met by our caregiver. So we would have cried or fussed and reached out. Our caregiver would have showed up, and while we were in this hyperarousal distress, I need something, I want something, I'm not okay, our caregiver would meet that need, and there would be a relaxation in our nervous system. We would let down and feel full and feel content. So for many of us, this didn't happen properly. And so what happens is we go through our adult life, and we focus our attention on other people to meet our needs. I don't have it, I gotta find somebody to give it to me. Or for some of us, we realize that doesn't work. I don't have it, I want somebody else to give it to me. They're not gonna give it to me, so I'll just disconnect from my needs and try to take care of their needs. I'll focus on them instead of on me. Neither of these are, great strategies. When we're really little, it's a pretty good strategy to look outside of ourselves and have an adult take care of us. When we're 30 years old, that doesn't work so well. So we don't want to go around repeating these cycles, repeating these woundings from our childhood. We want to show up as free and flexible and creative and spontaneous and open-minded adults. And so that's what bioenergetics is all about, is freeing up our vital force and releasing our physical body from all these restrictions that we've carried around. So areas of chronic tension, areas where we're just disconnected from our body. So for today's practice for the merging, we're going to be working with some of these key armoring areas. We're going to be working with the mouth and the jaw. We're also going to be working with holding our boundaries. This can be difficult for people who run this pattern, to be able to create a strong sense of core and center and filling our energetic bubble and keeping out that which we don't want in. We're also going to be working with the reaching reflex. So we'll be laying on our back and reaching up, really letting our arms come out of the socket and crying for help. Help me, help me, help me. And this can be a bit psychologically intense. And so my recommendation for this practice is to go slowly. We'll be going through the series of postures 3 times. And if you find after the first time through that it's feeling like it's a little bit too much for you, then I might recommend you just do it once through. Maybe a day later you do it once or twice through, and start to work with your own window of tolerance and how much you can handle. This is a practice that's meant to create some pretty big emotion and to allow us to discharge some of this motion that's been held in our fascia and our physical body for decades at times. And so very cathartic, very healing, but also a bit intense. So if you do not have the handout in front of me, no worries, you can follow along with me. I'll explain as we go. This is about a 34 minute practice. Plus, I'm gonna encourage you to have a 5 or 10 minute sit at the end, just breathing and feeling your body. We know that trauma is always creating a situation where we stop breathing and we stop feeling. So when you start your bioenergetic practice today, really breathe and feel. We're going to do the opposite of what trauma and conditioning do in the body. And just inviting you to a deep, full breath in and out through your mouth. and feeling the inside of your body and keeping your awareness not in your head, not in what you're going to do next or what you forgot to do this morning, but here in the present moment. Okay, here we go. The ding track, if you want to do this at home without me at some point, is going to be 22 dings at 90 seconds. So I'm going to start on our back here. And you're going to be reaching up to the ceiling with your arms pulling out of your socket and your legs straight. And you're going to try to create an engagement with your core when you do this. And we're going to be crying out, help, help me, help me. And imagine your caregiver, your mom, your dad, your grandparent, whoever took care of you up on the ceiling. And really imagine that you can see them and feel them. And it may, it's going to feel like you're faking it at first. But a lot of times through this practice, we can actually get to a place where real emotions start to come up out of our unconscious and have an opportunity to be expressed. So we're going to start there with that practice. We're going to go to a squat after that, and you'll be able to follow along. And in the squat, we're going to be humming with the lowest noise we can, just a and filling our core, that center channel of our body, with that vibration, that humming. Third posture, we're going to slowly move up, continuing to hum until we get all the way up into like a tree posture. And it's really moving from this sense of I need it, reaching, helpless desperation, to that feeling of I'm going to receive it. It's around me. I'm a tree. I'm taking in light. I'm photosynthesizing. Okay. From there, we are going to go to pumping our belly, where we're bringing in the energy into our belly, moving our pelvic floor, filling our belly, and taking as much of that vital force as we can. Then we're going to move to the posture where we have our hands. You can see my fingers, they're pulled in. They're going to be out. We're just going to continue to breathe through our core and fill our whole body and then our whole bubble around us. In this posture, we're also going to have an open mouth like this. All right, protecting what is ours, protecting our life, our body, our bubble. Okay. From there, we're going to move to a posture where we squeeze our hands, grab behind our shoulders, really squeeze our shoulders, even push up our shoulders, and we're going to lift our neck up and then the curved tongue. So we're squeezing all this tightness in here, and unlike a lot of other practices or modalities, bioenergetics, we're really trying to go into those tight and restricted areas. We're trying to go in there because we recognize that restriction's been there a long time and we want to break it up. So we're going to be doing that and really going in. This, of course, mimics breastfeeding and the suckle action of our body. From there, we're going to go into arch, which is feet together and really forward folding, taking the weight off our heels, leaning into our toes and relaxing our neck and just softening, surrendering into the earth. So I did run through them all. You know what we're doing. You can follow along with me. Here we go. So when you are laying on your back here and crying, you're trying to engage your core and really feel the physical sensation of that distress of having a need and it not getting met. Here we go. Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Help! 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 help me, help me. From there, coming up into a squat. Your feet plant on the ground if you can. If you can't, you can come up to nice and straighten your toes out a little bit. You can pick your heels up. I'm just gonna make the lowest noise you can, humming in the inside of your body. Trying to straighten your spine as much as you can. Keep humming, but now you're gonna slowly, like little bit by little bit, you have 90 seconds to get all the way up into that tree posture. Keep the humming going. Really, really slowly. Feel your legs, feel your body all the way up. It's not about how your hum sounds. It's about, can you feel the vibration all the way through your whole entire body from the inside out. Now we're gonna grab all that energy that's available to you and just, so pull it into your belly and push your belly out. You can let your pelvic floor come in, your low back, finding some fluidity and some movement in your spine. You can see my spine's moving. This is like pulling it in, that there's enough for you out there. There's enough nourishment to pull it in, to feel it, to take it in. Go out there and get it, and bring it to you. Lining your breath up so you can find a nice fluid rhythm. Seeing if you can still keep your awareness on the inside of your body. Can you still feel down into your legs, that rootedness in the earth that we've already established through the squat? Just because it's happening up top, don't disconnect from the lower half of your body. And now that you've taken all that energy in, letting your legs kind of come into a horse stance, like you're riding a horse, squatting your knees a little bit. Pulling your fingertips in. Breathing in through your mouth, out through your mouth. Filling your belly with breath. Feeling the inside of your body. You're going to start to feel some intense sensation, likely up in your shoulders, maybe the back of your neck. We're building some charge in this practice. Just keep feeling those sensations. If you need to let some sound out, some deep breaths out, that could be useful. This is your bubble, this is your body, this is your life. Just feeling everything. Go ahead, squeezing your hands behind your back, pulling your shoulders back, and you're going to lift your head up as if you're trying to get a drop of snow, a flake of snow, or a drop of water. Really let your jaw, your mouth move. Not just your tongue. So if your lower jaw is jetting out, take in that nourishment. You get a little closer, you can see what I'm doing. Lots of mouth movement, really activate your jaw. Squeeze behind your heart. You pick your shoulders up a little bit if you want. I'm just trying to go into some of the constriction that happens by the backside of the heart, the back of the neck. From here, feet a little bit closer together. We're going to go into arch, which is just folding forward, really letting go at your neck, your shoulders, completely surrendering them. Imagine your tailbone has like a rope connected, is getting pulled up to the ceiling. Lean forward onto your toes, so most of the weight comes off of your heels. Keep breathing in and out through your mouth, fully, deeply into your belly. But how much can you just let go? Just let the earth pull you down. Just surrender. And going back now into the second time through the same postures. We're going to start on our back, reaching up, crying, really creating straight legs, straight arms. Feel your arms reach out of the sockets. Imagine your caregiver on the ceiling. You just really let yourself cry. Feel the grief wanting to help. Help me! Help! Help me! Help me! Help me! Help! Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Reach your hands as up to the ceiling as high as you possibly can, like they're pulling right out of your sockets. Help me. Help me. Making your way back to squatting position, using your elbows to push your knees out, feet flat if you can. If not, that's fine. Just come up off of your heels. The lowest hum you can make inside your body. Like a seed growing up from the earth, planting your roots in little by little, very slowly, feeling your way up to being a full-grown tree. Keep humming. And squatting, I believe I forgot that the growl in the last one, so we're gonna bring that energy in. My apologies, the growl is on the next one. Just pump your breath. Take in what's yours, take in that nourishment. And here's the one. You want to drop into horse stance, arms out, fingers in, and we do want to open our mouth and just growl. This sense of, I've created this bubble, this is mine, I'm not going to give it away, I'm not going to let other people take from me, and just open your mouth as wide as you can. Pulling your fingers in and squeezing back behind your heart space. Shaking out a little bit, grab your hands behind your back. This is starting to probably build some heat, some charge, some intensity. That's okay. That's what we're doing. We're creating some charge so that we can let go of some of this stuff. Head goes up, tongue comes out. Really reaching up. Stretching, contracting your face. Trying to get that nourishment. Really squeeze back there behind your shoulder blades. Squeeze them together. If you want to pick them up with your neck a little bit, it's going to increase some of that sensation. Remember, we're creating sensation so that we can release that. We can release the arm ring, the chronic tension in our body, and find that space underneath where we actually exist. A little bit of a shake in your shoulders there, and then finding your way into arch posture, feet a little closer together. Leaning forward, letting go of your neck, your shoulders, leaning into your toes, and just continue open mouth breath, big deep full breath through your entire body. Can you feel the inside of your body? For some of you, you might start to feel your body shaking. If that's happening, just let that happen. As long as it feels okay to you. It's normal. It's how our body lets go of conditioning, trauma, armoring. For some of you, there may be emotions there. Just feel those emotions. Let them come up and through as long as it feels safe. How deeply can you take a break and rest and surrender? Into our last rotation, the third time through here. Really going for it this time. You know what it's about. And help me! Help! 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 yourself reassociate. If there's other words that want to come up, just let them come out, whatever you need to express. Help me. Help me. Back to that squat position. The lowest hum, feeling the inside of your body. Keep all your awareness in your body. Keep doing the humming, just start to slowly, bit by bit, rise up to that tree. Good, now really pull that energy in, pump your belly full of energy. You're bringing that energy in for you. Doesn't have to leak out to other people. Other people don't have to give it to you. You're able to create your own energy. Connect with the energy all around you, just drawing it in. horse stance. And your hands come out, protecting the edge of your bubble. Now feeling all that energy that you just brought into your belly. Feeling it move up and down your spine. Filling your bubble with what's yours and protecting it with your wide open mouth and that growl. Open it as wide as you can. Have a little shake in your arms and your shoulders. Now you're going to squeezing your hands in the back, squeezing your shoulder blades together. You can pick them up just a little bit towards your ears. And then looking up, getting that stretch underneath your jaw and your neck. And letting your tongue and your jaw reach up for that nourishment. Most of you will feel quite a bit of activation or charge in the back of your neck and the shoulders. Just remembering we're activating that. We want to go into that. It's okay to squeeze into that and feel it. It doesn't feel good now, but we're going to get a release because of this work we're doing now. So don't be afraid to really push in, kind of grind into some of those nooks and crannies up in your neck and jaw. And have a little shake one more time with your shoulders. And bringing your feet closer together, we're going into arch for the last posture here. Leaning forward, letting go, straight legs. Feel the back of your hamstrings. Your head and neck are relaxed. Leaning forward on your toes. Keep breathing deeply. Each exhale, just seeing if you can surrender a little bit more. Just letting go. Slowly coming back to standing, and then down into either the seated position, just sitting there for at least 5 or 10 minutes, or moving down, lying on your back. Continue to breathe, continue to feel your whole body. But do give yourself at least 5 to 10 minutes of just rest and appreciating yourself for doing some of this hard work. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.